Hi,
Hello there, how you doing?
so far so good. How are you today?
Hello, awesome people. A lot of you ask me, how can I find an English speaking partner? How do I get in contact with them? What do I say? What if I don't like the person? What if it's creepy? All right, stop there. Because I finally got the answers to your questions. It's a website, it's free, and it's awesome. Its name is Episoden, and it's run by a bunch of South Korean people. First of all, we're talking about real people, my friend. No crazy AI is involved here. These people put together this platform because they, in the first place, wanted to learn English. They're English learners just like you. In fact, my friend, the premise is very simple. You just log in, you jump into a room, a computer matches you with another person, and you speak for 7 minutes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 minutes with a real person. They also tell you before your conversation begins what to talk about. Of course, you don't have to strictly follow their suggestions, but those are suggestions, meaning if you don't know what to say, you always have a topic to get back to. First off, as soon as you log into Episoden, you can start a conversation straight away. You just need to click here, like you only have one choice. And when it comes to doing something new, having limited choices, my friend, is way better. Even the menu is limited. Why Episoden? Guidelines, topics, posts, FAQs. Easy and straight to the point. Let's look at topics. If you wish, you can read the topics below in advance and prepare for it. If you were to run a YouTube channel, what would you like to do? Tell me a story about the most memorable co-worker or colleague. Tell me about an unforgettable foreigner you met in your country. Well, I've seen many other platforms, my friend, and their topics are usually holidays, work, or current affairs. But these questions are designed to make you think and create a rich conversation with your speaking partner. So this means we covered what to say. Another huge problem is finding the right people. You want to find a safe environment, a place where you can find genuine people that are there to learn a language. And for those of you who have these kind of concerns, let me show you what Episoden does for you. Let's go over the guidelines. This is another important point. Usually guidelines are hidden away in some corner of the website, but here they have a prominent position and they state very clearly that if you don't follow them, you will face permanent expulsion. So you can avoid all those strange situations where the person on the other side has maybe other motives or the thing just doesn't seem clear. You can read the list yourself. It's not very long and it's very straightforward. But that's not all. At your first login, you'll also go through a screening process where the moderators of the platform will ask you some questions to assess both you as a person and your English level. Yes, my friend, a low English level is not allowed on this platform. But before you're thinking Episoden is not for you, let me clarify this point. If you are listening to me and you understand me, you're actually at a higher level than you think you are. This means you can consider yourself an intermediate learner and not a beginner anymore. But I know you're curious to see how it really works. So come with me as we're joining our conversation. So the next session is in about 6 minutes and a half, so we got some time to kill together. This also gives me some time to tell you how it works. First, you'll get into a waiting room. Here, you'll meet other people, including your potential partner. Next, you'll watch a short video explaining the suggested topic. And this is great if you're wondering what you're going to talk about. Then the real conversation kicks off. Oh, it seems like it's time. Let me check. It is time. Okay, let's jump in.
Hi,
Hello there, how you doing?
so far so good. How are you today?
Oh, I'm great, thanks. This time I met Jianshu. She's from China and we had a nice quick chat while waiting for the real conversation to start. It's been a pleasure to interact with her and we talked about her nickname, Ringo, and why she chose it. Ah yeah, this is a waiting room.
So,
Yes,
hope
it
we can meet
says.
again.
Definitely, it will be a pleasure to meet you again. Well, see you
Yeah,
then,
me too.
Nasan. And here is the video suggesting the topic of the conversation. Let's watch it together.
This question is, tell me about a time someone cooked for you when you were sick. I'll go first. Whenever I was sick when I was a kid, my mom used to make cock-a-leeky soup. The cock part means chicken and leek is a kind of long green vegetable, kind of like a long onion. So my mom used to make cock-a-leeky soup for me whenever I was sick. That's my example. Now you will have 7 minutes in one-to-one sessions. You can tell me your example of a time someone cooked for you when you were sick. Let's try.
Uncle Bob.
Hi, I'm so nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, my friend. Yes, Uncle Bob. I like it. I like Uncle Bob.
Yeah, so I am your uncle.
Yes. Oh, hello, Uncle. How you doing? He is bubbly from China. We never met before, but his nickname, Uncle Bob, was so unexpected that made us crack a laugh straight from the start. Uncle Bob has a very fun and open personality, and we ended up talking about a million things. When I heard Uncle Bob's clear pronunciation, I became very curious, so I asked him to share with me the story of how he got to learn this language. His story was very inspiring, so let me share it with you.
3 years ago, I began to learn English, but at that time, my English was bad, so I determined to improve my pronunciation. So little by little, step by step, I keep on practicing English tongue twisters, and you know that tongue twisters practice is really effective. And when I am practicing tongue twisters, I just practice very slowly. No need to read the tongue twisters quickly. So you need to pronounce every syllable clearly and correctly. And I have practiced over 1 year, and even now I'm still practicing English tongue twisters. It's really helpful for my English learning. And I also want to recommend this method to all of my friends, and because some of them are also practicing English, and they also practice with me, and we are making progress together.
Wow, what an experience, my friend. I've also been able to rate my English partner's level, and also the platform asked me if I want to meet them again or not. And of course I said yes, because it was a very interesting conversation. So I've been using Episoden for a while now, and I highly recommend giving it a try. One amazing thing about it is that you get to talk with real people. And in a world full of AI and social media, talking with real people feels really refreshing. Also, if you make Episoden a daily habit, I promise not only you'll improve your English, but also your people skills, because it forces you to interact with new people every 7 minutes. This makes you try and try new strategies to nail your first impression with a new person. And this can only be beneficial in the long run. Imagine making a very good first impression to your next employer. How easier would it be to find a job? Also, on a side note, Bubbly's story of how he mastered English really resonated with me because, well, he is right. And taking care of your pronunciation really does help your English. But anyway, if you want to improve your English, speaking and pronunciation are only some of the things you can do. So follow me in this other video where I share with you my personal method, the one I used to become fluent, and I still use it to this day to stay fluent. So I'll see you there. Cheers.